Hello. I haven't seen you around in a minute. Good. Can I quit my job yet? Churnt butter, indeed. Yeah, my new one. I mean, it's not the worst, but really, I don't really think it's what I need right now. Probably shouldn't get heavily into that, though. I mean, sure, financially it's what I need, but god damn it. I should not financially need that. Whatever. It is what it is. Yeah. Yeah. All about that lettuce. Whatever, let's not get too into my sad little life. We have to try to be interesting and funny. To go ahead and be clear, we're gonna do a little extra bonus something before I get into Black Mesa tonight. Which I'll expound a bit more upon in a couple of minutes when I think maybe some more people have joined. There's the sound of a Pez dispenser. I have several of them on my desk. I may have lost track of why. I don't even have any Pez. What's a Pez? Yeah, you know, I feel like, I mean, this was definitely... Yeah, this was definitely in level 4. I think when I typed 3 before, that was strictly a typo. I feel like it occurred again in 7, yeah. Alright, so let's run through this in my head. 5 was like the... You start with like the vertical climb, and then you go back down and you fight the skull UFO thing. 6 is like the top-down stage. Yeah, so 7 is another... Yeah, okay. So it is 7. And then 8's the final stage. Super C is good. Still, in my mind, easily the end-all and be-all of Contra. Like the others, I mean, they all have something to offer, or most have something to offer, unless you... I'm talking about whatever the hell they called that thing last year, but... Super C hit all the right notes. Alright, it's been about 5 minutes. Go ahead and start talking about what the hell I'm doing. So a game jam, which I guess is simply called Sim Jam, went on recently, and if anybody doesn't know, who I suspect is very few people, a game jam is basically like there's a window of about 2 weeks for any team of people to make a game, just slap together whatever they can in that tiny frame of time, based on a given theme. And I believe the theme for this Sim Jam was the phrase, a matter of degrees. I didn't actually mean to switch scenes so early, but that's fine. A game jelly in the US, that's false, that's wrong. You're wrong. I can't say, all I know of New Country is it's a blended goat barf on top of a shit sandwich. I think you're overselling it. In any case, yeah, I guess it was, again, the phrase was a matter of degrees, and you can interpret that however you want. It can be the word matter, it can be the word degrees. Soup says, I'll be sure to correct you if you get anything wrong. Good, I'm glad you're here to do that. I was gonna say, anything that I don't know, I'm sure Soup Super will be able to supply, because he was pretty much the main man actually making the game. We had several contributors, people adding art assets, or at least chatting about things, helping organize things, submitting ideas. I was on deck to supply like growly monster voices, but we may have just plain run out of time to implement that. I'm not sure. Doesn't really matter. It's fine. We might even improve on it later. Who knows? The point is, against all odds, Dream 17 actually managed to coordinate and create a game for this game jam. And so I figured I would start off today's stream by showing it off a little bit. It is actually a blind stream for me. I have not checked it out yet. I should have, but I figure, you know, this is a pretty good way to make up for that last time. Soup says, I put you all in the credits. That's the important feature, indeed. So if you click on, whoo, I like, this is a good menu. So yeah, Soup Super is the big man who did all the whatnots. Angela, Slap Me Do, Splap, Slap Me Do, Splap, and Hunt to Killa, all of whom are just ludicrously, like, talented artists. Yeah, they did all the heavy lifting art ways. I'm not even sure if there were any other contributors. I thought about tossing a thing or two in there if I could. Just, no, I couldn't make that work. At least not in that span of time. Where Matt did a bunch of fun writing. He's the one responsible, I believe, for the name Churnt Butter Squeeze. And I got relegated to the ideas section instead of, you know, doing voices. It's fine. Can't help to, Metal Alex, he had a lot of saying this, and Zeliathis, aka Aku, he's like an actual professional, game, fucking, narrative designer or some such. So we had some real talent slap this together in a short amount of time, and it really came together pretty well, and I'm looking forward to seeing how it works. I'm not sure what the difference between how and what is. Oh, okay, well there we go, so we just WASD a mouse. Soup says, more like professional nerd! Oh man, sick burn! What? Okay, here we are. 4-time junior frog-lobbing champion Churnt Butter Squeeze wants to be a wizard. It's what he's dreamed of all his life. There's only one problem, he's terrible. Useless at everything from spellcasting to potion making, he's one bad grade away from being banished from Arswind Academy forever. Wow. I feel like my sense of humor may have rubbed off on Matt a little bit. Arswind Academy? We have to graduate from Buttfart University. Thankfully, all is not lost. The annual murder desk trials are taking place, and may be the one chance Churnt has to stay in school. Overseen by Professor The only rule in these trials is that the last mage left alive wins. Holy crap. So there must be a very small graduating class. The traditional technique for victory is to make use of fireballs, lightning bolts, and other similar spells, but Churnt has a different strategy. He's filled his desk with all the useless junk he's picked up over the year, and is going to chuck it at anyone who stands in his way. Make for Dog Pit Sim Jam 2020. Cool. There's a cat colliding with parts of my chair, trying to get my attention. I hoist the cat, because, you know, we have to pay attention to the cat first, and I put the cat on the lap. And now the cat is stationed correctly, and we can play Classroom Chronicles. So I presume, which one is Ooh, okay, so there I am. I'm sure Butter Squeeze. There's the guy I was potentially going to voice, perhaps. Those are good effects. Ooh, I won. Yeah, you can see so much of Splap in particular. Like, I mean, obviously everybody's talent is on display, but like Splap's art style in particular is so distinct, you can pretty easily spot his contributions. For, man, having been made pretty much overnight, this is not bad. Not a hard game, says Soup, this is true. Should I be antagonizing this guy? Words are failing me. Okay, I can't antagonize him, he's just kind of there. Soup says, given we're mad literally had to make up lore to explain all the random assets we threw together, I think this is pretty good. Surprising little... Don't antagonize your teacher, says Ollie. God damn it. Alright, cat. Alright, is anybody at that desk? Okay, no, there's somebody very tiny seated there. Yeah, not hard is a fair way to summarize this. But again, how long did you spend actually programming this? Like, I feel like on Friday you were like, alright, I should probably make a game, and then you just kind of spent the weekend doing it. Soup says, didn't have time to make the teacher thing, so they just float there. That makes sense. Alright, well. I'm super glad this exists. Like I said, it represents, certainly for our very, slapdash isn't the word I'm looking for, I'm a little tired to be thinking of exotic words, considering the nature of how Dream 17 does things as a group, or doesn't. This represents significant achievement. If nothing else. Soup says, I believe Splap did all the opponent's projectiles and effects. Angelus did the player, menu of background, Hunt to Kill, I did the teacher. That makes sense, yep. Yeah, all of those art styles are very much on display. Again, each of them a very, like, pro-level talent in their own way. I thought these Splap things were supposed to be actual size, though, so I should be throwing, like, full screen Holly Bibbles, and hams and eyeballs, and like, 8 balls, and... That's a snail. Alright, yep. I feel like we get the idea. Again, non-zero chance that we... whoever we ends up being... might even end up revisiting it to hash some more things out. Yeah, I was just coming around to Soup says there's also a sim mode if you just want to watch the AI fart it up. Somehow I feel like this is a little more interesting. That teacher's doing a freaking terrible job. Well, no, you know what? This is actually like a sanctioned thing. This is supposed to be happening. This is part of the class, so no, he's doing fine, I guess. I just feel like he should at least be paying a little bit of attention to what's going on, is all I'm saying. Didn't expect anyone to do anything over a weekend, so the fact that we got a bunch of vaguely coherent stuff to cobble together is hella impressive, says Soup. Yeah, pretty much that's what's going on here. We're not exactly expecting to make the Evo circuit this year, but, for the tiny amount of time in which any of this work actually got done, it works. Soup says, yeah, it turns out it's really hard to work by day and work by night. Lesson learned. I feel like that's one of the few life lessons that I could have already taught you. Alright. So that's what Dream 17 did. Only one can survive. Pushed out about 3 minutes before the deadline, says Kent. Yeah, it actually is, I think it... Like, when I looked at the game, it actually did say... 2 days because I'm bad with time. 3 hours and 3 minutes before the deadline, yep. So there we are, I have my And he went ahead and linked to Twitter. That's nice of you, thank you. And we, quote, quote, we, unquote, yep, got that done. Mostly, again, Soup throwing together some outstanding art assets in a way that functions and is neat. That's about all we did a bug fix like 3 minutes before the deadline. So nice! Freaking slide to home base on that one. Alright. I think we can go ahead and move on to Black Mesa now, but I just wanted to demonstrate this a little bit, give it a little bit of a microscopic signal boost and show off that work what GOT did. So, thanks for making that happen, Soup. Mad respect for the work that you put in. Same thing with the artists, especially, who can... I still just don't fathom how people can put together, like, those... let alone the programming of a game like this, like, even just... I don't get shading that much. How do people make this incredibly, like, professional artwork and so quickly? Like, it would take me, like, a week to make... I don't know. I ramble a lot about dumb shit. Point is, this is good. Congratulations, good job everyone who made it happen. Soup says, we've escalated from ideas guys to actual ideas guys. It's true. We did something, yep, that's the big thing. Soup says, at least we proved Dream 17 could do a thing. Given we spent years going nowhere with vague ideas and projects. It's true, this is proof of concept of some sort. Like if we, you know... If we found a motivating factor and had a more generous span of time to actually do things, who knows what we could do. Soup says everyone can make a game. I should learn to make games. I'm sure I've mentioned before that I have like most of a concept for like a Mega Man X fan game mapped out in my head. Maybe someday after all the monkeys have flown out of my butt. Anyways, we can go ahead and shift gears to Black Mesa. Eventually. Soon as OBS gets some figured out. Hey, we have nice loading music this time at least. But yeah, just one more time. Round of applause for Soup and everybody else who had any hand in making Classroom Chronicles happen in the span of like 48 hours. Apparently, it still managed to be one of the more, like, polished contributions to that game jam. So, there's that. Whoops, that's my problem. I didn't turn the... Standby, I'm fiddling with... There we go. Okay. You've seen Classroom Chronicles. We can go ahead and move on to Black Mesa now. Not a lot of art in gems usually, says Soup. Yeah, I guess that does make sense. Like, more typically you just see like, somebody grabbed a big bag of assets and just started making shapes go together. Like, what's the game I'm thinking of? Getting Over It? Anyways, last time on Black Mesa we made it to Zen, and Zen is goddamn spectacular. And I'm rather excited to get back to exploring that. TechBane says, getting through the Python crash course to the point of making a basic Pi game project has taken about a month of just a few hours a day, not even on all days. I really should try to learn Python, huh? Is that... But... Game literally looked like this on Saturday. I don't dare open that well, this game's trying to load. Andy Hoozle. Last time on Black Mesa, roughly on the level of Java, says TechMe. Yeah, I'm wondering, like, never mind. I feel so illiterate at this point I can barely even phrase that into a coherent question. But in any case, last time we were playing on all the Black Mesas, and we went through a big fat portal in Black Mesa, and then we ended up in the alien world of Zen, which, unlike in the original Half-Life, looks freaking awesome. And we found some, Headcrab zombies, which were even spookier than the regular ones because they were wearing HEV suits. If you're interested in a game like Thing, says Soup, feel free to contact me or hang out at the Dog Pit Discord. They good peep. There we go. And elaborates on this, says it's a gray block with white blobs and background written in the background, also a cursor. Soup says he will now let me get crabs. That's why we're all here, really. Apparently the Lambda team have been doing a lot of work in Zen already. There's I may mention that I still love just glow-in-the-dark things. I don't know why, just like luminescent stuff still makes me smile. To reiterate points that I made last time, I don't know a great deal of what to expect except for one particular creature that I remember, and that this apparently goes on much longer than it did in the original game. Which I'm fine with because, boy, it's pretty. It's not as pretty now that we're like indoors and we can't see the neat purpley sky, but but we do get these fantastic crystals. I was remarking on these last time too. They are very shiny. Right. Thankfully, these alien plant guys are like just the right plug size and voltage to operate our Earth machines. Interesting. This, I guess, needs a lot of power. Any other trick to this? Excuse me. Can started streaming OG Black Mesa yesterday. It was interesting to look back at the original and see that this really was a quite faithful recreation, at least in the early game. You need to put something in those things to make power. That's kind of what I thought. A rock in one of those rooms wirelessly charging a nearby lab. Hold on, is it you? Yeah. There we go. I should definitely stare right into this. Pardon me a second, having this sinus thing again. Okay, I'll live. Right, we also got the long jump module, which is neat. All it says, I'm watching this in a dark room, that actually did hurt my eyes. I am strangely drawn to... Right, I do have all my guns. Right, these HEV zombies also seem a little bit ballistics resistant. Not, you know, enough, but... This one I think I already plugged in myself. This is the room with the wireless rock. I also finally got around to watching some of the Half-Life VR, but the AI is self-aware, yada yada, with all these look Gordon or rope jokes have been coming from. It is fucking hysterical. But I sort of don't like the direction it's ended up taking. Like, it got a little too, I don't know, self-serious or something. Yeah. Still, it's absolutely worth a watch. It's kind of a long watch. Each part is 30 minutes, but, freaking funny shit. Frickin' Tommy's my favorite. Easily. Like, Kuma's hysterical, no doubt. But reload. Those freaking pigeons. It's a little greener around here. Oh, coffee. Don't even like coffee, but I want— oh my god! I haven't— when was the last time I saw a taco? They're stuck to the— Nico says your game chat's looking intense. Yeah. Can you imagine? Can you believe Soup did all this in like 24 hours? Freaking ridiculous. That guy's a savant. And I helped. Perfect taco cannot be moved. My hand is unworthy to touch it. It's a wonder my mortal flesh wasn't seared off just from looking. Zeor was an emotional support. Pretty much. I mean, I sort of contributed ideas. More in the sense that I provided feedback on existing ideas. Soup's emotional support ASMR, says Eco. That I will not comment on. Draw your own conclusions. Ow! Okay, so those blow up. Watch out for that. Wait a minute. That weird chirpy sound is a capsule, which I learned last time. No, it's this dead dude.
Is 100%.
Yeah, capsules make different chirpy sounds. HEV suit has a helmet? I forgot about that. Rest in peace, Soderbergh. Alright. Yeah, we got rolling cactus, we got exploding cactus. Never trust a cactus. It will kill your ass right off. Okay, so we've now successfully powered this battery to nowhere. It powered this surveyor guy. What have you surveyed? Is there anything in here? Yep, we should go swimming in the dark, spooky, alien, subterranean cave. You code for 48 hours while Zeor says some things and sometimes coughs. ASMR. I finally found my calling, the thing I can do instead of regular people work. Alright, so I have satchel charges. Is it throwing power in this direction as well? I hear something buzzing. What's over here? Did I come this way? It's too bad Sauron lives here. I wasn't sure what I was expecting. I thought I would teleport or bounce really high or something, but I guess this is just a noisy spot. Noisy heals. Am I healing? Didn't even notice. Zen is super cool. You know, out of all the ingredients I figured Zen might need in order to actually be good, Somehow I never considered that one of them would just be more alien shit. Like to just be a more immersive world. Okay. Oh, that's what I need to be doing. Alright. Main screen turn off. No? Can I make you not be in there? Stop. Ooh, okay. There we go. That's more better. Power. That's maybe more better. Still, oh. If only I had some sort of apparatus that would let me jump great distances. Unfortunately, as far as I know, no such device exists. Whoop! I haven't played this game in almost a week. Give me a break. Fucking nuts. Is that note on the door? There's a note. It's too late. Doors don't exist. It's a fucking kill count. I think. Sonic the Bold with his Mr. Spit Squid. Apparently, says TechBane, the original enemy names from when OG Half-Life was in development. Ouchie. Don't go near gross tentacle, it's pointy at you. Apparently, spooky space amoeba is friend. I can't tell if my flashlight's on or not. I'm always fiddling with the flashlight because I'm used to the Killing Floor, where your flashlight has a finite battery charge. Be glad you have a volume limiter because this music is really quite loud on my end. This is too good. Freaking unreal. How do they conceptualize this? How did they think Zen would be like what it needs? Actually, I'm about to answer my own question. They thought what it needs is to be more like Avatar. If that is what they thought, I don't care. I'm fine with that. I liked Avatar. Don't judge me. Not that it was movie of the century, but, you know, I enjoyed it. There's just so much to look at. Avatar, but interesting, says TechBait. But with an interesting character like Gordon Freeman. Ow. Nope, that was a different thing. Stop it. So much to look at is how I'd categorize Avatar, says TechBait. Yep, that's fair. It was a movie much more about its world and its, visual effects than it was about interesting characters or memorable story. You shoot the tentacles and they're about as durable as barnacles. I mean ropes. Ah! Oh, no. See, I didn't need you to be here. Alright, it's fine, I'll just jump good. Not that I need to jump good because of all these ropes that will help me across the pit. What sort of game would this woe be if it starred Gordon Shumway instead? I knew I wasn't gonna make that. We're fine. Ah! Spit squids! Itch. Yeah. But if we start Gordon Ramsay, alright, now you're talking watchable. That I would watch. God. Why so many harbor squids? Stop this. What? Yeah. Okay, yeah, so they just die. Like every good space American, I see this beautiful alien world and I start, whoa! Killing everything in it! My long jump failed me. Alright, we're good. God! Bitch! Stop the poking. Bad touch. Okay. Yeah, supposedly they've been working on Avatar 2 for a long time, but... Yep, that guy's tougher than your average Zombo. Slightly. He's tougher than the average Zombo by one 9mm round. That works. Didn't they actually announce like 6 Avatar sequels of one? Yeah, they wanted to make like a saga or some sort out of it, but they haven't been able to make the second one happen yet. I feel like I had some sort of point a second ago, but got distracted in many directions. Screen turn on? I like these crystals. These are fun crystals. They are full of good glow. Hey, how you doing, Chief? That's not okay. I mean, one of them is... Alright. Make that tentacle die. I feel like this is closer to where I came in. Did I get turned around? Thing is, like, big success, but also critical flop. Worked for, what, 5 Transformers movies? Yeah, I feel like, unless I missed something in that cave, I must have gotten turned around. Yeah. I must have missed something in that cave. Unless... I won't lie to you, I still mostly enjoy those Transformers movies. I mean, I'd hesitate to call any of them good, but they're kind of not supposed to be. I mean, they're Michael Bay in his purest form. Just, you know... You're not here to take in Shakespearean epic. Just turn your brain off and watch the giant pop culture CGI robots swear and fart on each other's heads. Soup says, difference is Avatar is a new IP, not old milkable nerd IP. True enough. Do not bank on that nostalgia dollar. Because says, all I care about Transformers is that the, one of the Final Fantasy VII voice actors had a minor role in the first one. Did not know that. Did I just... Here's you... Okay, nope, I just didn't see the tunnel where I was supposed to go into. Okay. I knew that. What are you? What is... no, I guess I'm just seeing like a little bit of glow reflection. What, Ooh. I expected something much more gross. Oh. You know what else I started playing all of a sudden? Friggin' Axiom Verge. I was just in a weird existential place, and I was like, hey, you know what game was good? Axiom Verge was a good game. All he says ever since the Nostalgia Critic spent half an hour making predictions about the plot of one of them, as well as calling out the twist before they even started setting up the twist. Kinda made Transformers unwatchable for me. Yeah, my stance is still, you know, turn your brain off and have fun, but even so, I mean, I guess you can only take that so far. Sometimes bad is just bad. That's funny, I wouldn't mind checking that out. Still, the only Nostalgia Critic video I've watched is one about The Room, which amuses me. I fell down. I fell down a lot. Yeah, Jazz could have at least gotten a little more screen time. What I like is what they did with, like, the Audi Transformer in the second one, because Volkswagen Group vehemently did not want to be in the first Transformers. That's why Bumblebee is a Camaro instead of a Volkswagen Bug, as he always was. And, obviously, when the first Transformers made $6 trillion, Volkswagen Group was like, alright, maybe, maybe toss like an Audi in there. So sure enough, in like the opening sequence of the movie, there's like a Decepticon who's an Audi. And they're just like, hey, look at your Audi Decepticon. Oh, he died. Oh shit, these are like hypercharged. Ah, okay, they just explode. Noted. And brother adds, that's also why the Camaro hit the Volkswagen one. I don't remember noticing that. I would, now that you mentioned it. Fucking, the peeper puppies and the ropes, get off me. I was like, why no move? Oh, ropes. I like the manic, just incidental humor of the Half-Life AI, VR, CSI, SCP, VDI, LAN videos, more than the catchphrases of it. I think that's why I like Tommy so much. He doesn't really repeat, hey, hello, Gordon, as much as he just says the most ridiculous things, just has the most bizarre, inane, stilted observations about everything he sees at all times. That's why I love him so much. That's where you are. Oh, that's right. Yeah, brother says in the very beginning in the junkyard when they're picking a car, Camaro's parked right next to the Beetle and the door swings open and whacks the Beetle. I'd never, somehow I never picked up on that. But it is pretty obvious now that you pointed out. Hello, Gordon Remix HD. Remind me to play that, like, John Freeman remix at some point. I think I was mentally saving that for around the end, but... Bring something over here, I guess? Yeah, the way... I still am not totally clear. I mean, obviously they must be, like, human actors acting as AI. And they do a fantastic job of it, but, yeah, you're right. Just, like, the way Coomer's thought processes... like, reset themselves like that, that is pretty... always entertaining. There's a crystal around some squares. You would think something that luminescent would be easier to spot. Is that you? Maybe. Here's a pretty flower. Continuing on that, Volkswagen got a raw deal in a couple movies like that. The hero car in Tokyo Drift was supposed to be Volkswagen. They had it all set up, but someone, writer, director, best boy, Keith Griff didn't like it, so they painted it pink. Volkswagen was like, what the fuck? The movie guys were like, hey, if you want the car to be in the movie, it's gotta be pink, and Volkswagen backed out. Jeez, brutal. You don't gotta hate on Volkswagen. It's not like they did anything wrong. What am I missing? Thomas is like cowards. Backed out because of pink. Ooh, I don't want to live in Pennsylvania anymore. I kind of like increasingly really don't. But again, I don't want to get too sidetracked with all that. Ah. Ah. Orange become blue. Ollie says, hey, Zeor, you don't have to live in Pennsylvania. This is true. But now is not the absolute best time. There we go. Thank you. I do always appreciate a case where, like, the old, plain old 9mm pistol is still your best option. Honestly, in Postal 2, the pistol in that game, well, not the most satisfying, it's still one of the overall best weapons for its sheer perfect accuracy. Hit bulb. Hit bulb. 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 Herb bulb. Hit bulb, you've already done this. It was almost 12 seconds ago, I don't remember stuff so good. I can barely tell what I'm looking at. There you are. That one. Boing. Ah. Thank you. Long jump module or leg saving farty poof. And then I went in a big old circle. Now I'm here. Whee! That wasn't your HEV suit. I pooped. Where am I going? Did I activate something else in the other direction? Now that I didn't know if that were the case, I wouldn't have to jump up here, right? Explode crystals? Oh yeah, explodey cactus. Maybe my problem is I'm still like in the mindset of old Zen, where nothing does anything interesting. So I look at these glowing things and I'm not used to thinking of invoking them in any way. Hang on a second, something got under my mouse. I hate it when that happens. Yeah, Ollie gets me. He says that does look like background stuff that you don't usually interact with. I'm glad Eco gets my true sense of humor. Like, I'm not so good about jokes where you, like, set up and then lead up to a punchline. My sense of humor is either much more fart-based or much more reactionary. Whoa! Neat. Just to repeat myself for the nth time, I really like Zen. This is too cool. Yeah, I really hope I'm up to the task of actually playing, character, Temric. Because I've really hyped him up as, like, a witty, funny guy. So I gotta... Anytime I'm playing D&D as Temric, I'm gonna have to dial my one-liners up to 11. Assuming it goes that high. Also, fart reactionary says for the... True, yes. Reactionary and fart-based aren't exclusive. Eco confirms I have one brain cell, and it's amused only by loud noises or fart jokes. What about loud farts? Like, I need a soundboard that just plays, like, ear-splitting farts. I need a soundboard that has all the fucking earwax sounds is what I need. I could just play hot, muffled pants fart whenever something bad happens to me. Yes, I'm the kind of person who has a favorite fart in the fart game. And the favorite fart is hot, muffled pants fart. Like, even above fart extravaganza. There's just something about the sheer concussion of that fart. Okay, even I don't usually talk about farts this much, Jesus. Look, I'm throwing shit. Yeah, I guess I'm not alone. Yeah, here again. Proving that he really is my brother. Knows exactly what fart I'm talking about. This is, look at all the glowy and the shiny and the colors and the nice. We interrupt this tirade about farts to say, hey, that looks neat. Am I doing this in the wrong order? Should I? Very Metroid Prime, just can't. Better than, if I'm permitted to say that. If this is the kind of thing we can look forward to from Metroid Prime 4, if that ever happens, man, I'm on board. Must be a way around that. UX is a fun game, but I'd love a version where we could hear our sounds before submitting them, says it. Ollie. I'd spend, like, way too long just playing the funny fart sounds and then not actually submitting them. Yeah, we've talked a few times as a group about, we hope they do make, like, an earwax sequel that improves on some things. Ego says, I could never hire Zeor to criticize our games. I like the shiny, glowy, nice, pretty. It's, you know... Yeah, I've more or less lost track of where I'm going. Details. Sorry, dead cow ogre Jim. Gross. Gross. Oh, crap. Oh, no. It's the friggin'... Ah! Damn it, Gordon. Whoa! Well, that worked way better than I thought. Crap. Crap. Kill the rope. That's right, I don't take fall damage anymore, no big deal. Wait a second, tell me it's actually gonna eat that head crab. Do it! Could have done better on the animation, but you know what, you actually did it. You did what I asked you to. You get full credit, good job. Also time. Yeah, I guess something we noticed on Kansas Half-Life 1 stream the other night, which I had never really clued into before, is that apparently bull squids are the natural predators of head crabs. And will aggressively target them whenever they're in the same area. Did I come up this way? I gotten turned around again. My spatial awareness is not always what I thought it was. Now, this is the giant exploding pit, so yeah, I came from this direction. There's a very specific comedy gag in just the source engine, like, bugging out, and, like, all the slapping, thudding sounds it makes. Like, if I ever want to make myself laugh, I just have to imagine, like, a Half-Life source engine, like, turd just flying around the room, just spazzing all over the place, and just making slapping, splatting sounds. Just ballistic turd just flying all over the place. I don't know why I think that's funny. Obviously, I have problems and I'm wrong. But those are words I should probably not have said. Hello, I'm Zeor. I think I'm just remembering a gag that I made the one time. Yeah, I think I was playing Starbound with Phoebe and I made that joke the one time. Because says I glitched a rat in Final Fantasy VII Remake and just heard thunking off screen and found it in a wall. That would crack me the fuck up too, yeah, definitely. Oh, it says, honestly, love the reload on a revolver where you throw away all the bullets and reload and then you don't lose any else for ammo. Yeah, I've remarked on that before. Who needs those other 5 ones? Don't care, they're dumb. Alright, so we should have blue. Alright, so we turned on 1 blue, we have a whole bunch more blues to turn on, got it. I had a name, my father called me Blues. Down this way, shoot the explode pup. Ah. Ow. Alright, stop. Nope. No. 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 I did see a couple of funny ragdolls in Final Fantasy VII Remake when Vinny streamed it. Not a shitload, but I guess wherever there are ragdolls, there will be funny ragdolls. I think my favorite of those wacky reloads was one where, like, he was firing like a SCAR or some other heavy assault rifle. And, like, when he went to reload it, just this random, like, butler hand reached in from the side of the screen holding the new mag, and he took it, and reloaded it. Hello, dead cow oak Jim. Hold on a second. These are... If only frickin' Lambda team has been here, why you setting up trip laser mines in all the explodey cactus zones? What are you trying to do here, man? What are you doing? What are you doing? I stand on? Okay. No problem. It says Vinny got Barrett stuck in a wall and went back from then and got Tifa stuck. Like Barrett was stuck and even his dialogue sounded really faint. I missed that. Fucking Benry. shut the fuck. Benry does crack me the fuck. Have his passport. They had their passports. I think I did the Borglar voice a little bit there. Ah! Uh-oh, uh-oh! I became Explode. I think when I try to do the Borglar voice, I overshoot it a little bit. I kind of become Stallone instead of Borglar. Maybe a little bit. Do not back up in the quickness. Well, I mean, seems obvious when you say it that way. Yeah, if anything becomes Explode here, all becomes Explode. Oh good, still doing alright on Big Bullet. Faster gun. I don't think I did back up into a wire, they just detonate all the entire universe whenever they do their puppy explode. Do I have to wake these guys up? Maybe I can just be sneaky. I said sneaky. They are borderline cute. And they're just sleeping, making those little chirpy sounds. That is a much better solution. Blue. Oh. Alright, which blue do I have to turn on now? Maybe the people puppies set up the claymores. That's amazing. They've adapted to our Earth technology so quickly. Reclaimed by nature, just part of the ecosystem now. This pistol is so much better than the actual original Half-Life pistol. Like, seeing that again, I was like, man, that did not make a really very satisfying sound, did it? I think Cool Dad had better sounds. What is... They're... porking on the... There we go. It's so colorful. Aw. Hey. Hey, stop. Cut it out. I should probably have been taking that time to take a better mental inventory of where all those guys were. Boing. Boing. Squidward smells good. That's SpongeBob joke. I haven't watched SpongeBob in the longest time. One of those shows where I really can't speak to how it's been for the last 75 years, but its first couple of seasons really were quite good. I think you made that up. There we go. Hey, what? You don't get to hawk all those loogies and then just walk away. No. You must face consequences for your hawking. What the? But you put. Hey. I blink. Okay. Is it dead? I was gonna say, I really don't feel like I should have been able to take that much damage. Technically says it was good up through season 3 and then got worse and worse and worse and slightly better. Well, you know, it's better than worse forever, I guess. Don't go that way. Zeor died. Oh. Sploosh! Oh man, nice quick saving. Ass. Take that! I'm not so good at grenades in this game, am I? Excuse me. Yeah, I'm still doing all those great, you know, having human sinus behaviors all the time that are fun. Whoa. The Loogie Gauntlet. Redux. Again. What hazardous chemical? Well, it says I got Pepsi to help with throat mucus problems. Like, I'm not gonna say it doesn't work, but, you know, too high a dosage can have the opposite problem, so... Okay, here we go. Whoa. I was reading earlier that Coke, I guess, once did a promotion where they had, like, trick magic cans out at random, which instead of Pepsi, well, yeah. They had Pepsi, it's amazing, it was the best promotion. No, instead of Coke, they had, like, a prize dispensing mechanism. Sometimes they had, like, cash or coupons or whatever. But then in order to, like, match the weight of a regular can so you couldn't tell it was a weird trick can, it was full of, like, just water with some sort of, like, chlorine-y kind of chemical in it. So, like, the promo didn't go very well because the soda can was actually just full of, like, a mildly poisonous, not at all drinkable liquid instead of Coke. I missed that when it happened, but it was interesting to read about. Did I get? Yeah, I must have gotten all the blues. I shoot. Alright. Alright. Dr. Pepper I have to be in the mood for. I like it once in a while. I am prepared to admit that probably my loyalty towards Pepsi over Coke is simply that Mountain Dew is a Pepsi product. And again, judge me if you wish, but I am who I am, damn it. Are they asleep? Nope. Love that slide release animation. Ow. Damn. All he says, I'm not talking Pepsi. Product suck, I'm talking Pepsi suck. I mean, I think Pepsi sucks is a strong way, but, like, look. I'll go in 100% level with you. Maybe my palate is not refined enough to really tell the difference between Pepsi and Coke. I mean, I guess I've never had them back to back. I probably could tell you them apart if I did that, but I never have. Really, I'm fine with one or the other. My brother says, I do love Mountain Dew, but do prefer Coke over Pepsi. That is interesting. I mean, I do love, yeah, you know what? I think I am prepared to say that Cherry Coke is better than Cherry Pepsi. Whoa, you're a big one, aren't you? Anybody else have thoughts on that freaking orange Coke they were doing, maybe still are doing? It's actually... It doesn't sound like it should be good, but it's actually decent. Hey. When I worked at the hospital and you weren't allowed to get anything sugary, the Orange Coke Zero was one of the less offensive fake sodas that you could get there. Ollie says, I've yet to have an orange soda I didn't like. Sound reasoning. Shoot. Yep, just get rid of all these. They're dumb. I don't like these bullets anymore. Speaking of all this sipping and Pepsis and such, give me a sec. Ooh, hang on. Not a good time. Whoa, you are a very tough specimen. Okay. There we go. Alright. I've heard a swig. Ollie says Sprite is my favorite soda. Can't quite follow you down that path. I have nothing against it, but given a spread, it would be one of my last choices. Nice god rays, huh? Again, I have this down to medium-ish poor, slightly maybe high-end of poor kind of settings, but you do still get the god ray effects a little bit, and they are shiny. TechVane says, Sprite is fine, 7-Up is the one I can't justify. See, here again, I feel like I should be able to tell you the difference between the two, but unless I, like, sampled them back to back, they're, in my mind, more or less the same thing. Ow! Alright. I got tricked into accidentally buying Zero Sugar Mountain Dew the other day, and it, again, that's actually, as far as Zero Sugar sodas go, not bad. Well, less bad. How's that? Hope we get a view again. Look at this. Look at all the spooky flying dudes. They're such fun colors. That's pretty much the running theme of this, just spectacular colors. Brother says, oh, cans, I thought I was gonna like you. Ollie 2, at 2. Sprite is one of the cleaner sodas that can, yeah, I get that. Like, yeah, once in a while I'm looking for something that isn't too, you know, syrupy. Shoot. What am I even looking at? Same thing I was looking at before, I guess? Damn it. There we go. So now I'm learning that I'm the, like... excuse me, online way is the only one I know who likes Mountain Dew. What about the other flavors of Mountain Dew? Who has opinions on those? What about Livewire? I really like Livewire. You just said there's no orange soda you've tried and hated. You should try Livewire. I'm actually a big fan of that one. Brother says we can hopefully all agree on fuck Moxie Cola. You were telling me the horror story about that, but... yeah, it's kind of... like fucking 1910s style cola of some sort. Ella says, I think I actually threw up Moxie Cola. That sounds truly horrifying. I can't hear that without thinking of the time I was a kid where I drank like way too much Kool-Aid and just freaking power hurled. It was amazing. Like the worst kind of amazing, but really it was an experience. It was like technically impressive. I pick such highbrow topics of conversation on my stream, don't I? We already had the long conversation about fart sounds, now I'm talking about paint stripping Kool-Aid barf arcs. Soda.tasted is a good site. Don't fall down, bad fish. Oh. I fell down. Don't fall down, bad fish. Alright. Yeah, which one of us started that? I think I did it first. There was consideration about doing something funny like that for my last extra live stream. Like an incentive, I could try to name all 50 flavors of the 50 flavors of dew. Only had a rope to get across the... Yeah, that friggin' grapple barnacle? If that needs to be a real thing, that was cool. It didn't make an ounce of goddamn sense, but it looked fun. Because grapples are always fun. I do like Gordon, Dr. Kim was like, you've always had that, Gordon. It's like, what? Oh, I've been down there. Up. Now I'm confused. We all agree that Doritos are pretty great, says Ollie. Yep, I'll follow you down that path. Yep, I'll be with you on that. No! Always had been a big fan of the Cool Ranch ones myself. While I was still inside during the quarantine like a sensible person who wasn't dragged out of hiding for a Pennsylvania IT job, like I really wanted some tacos, but like, come to think of it, I don't know if Mercado Burrito is open, almost certainly not, but maybe I should check on that since they're trying to reopen and get us all killed. But anyway, I wanted taco, but like Taco Bell, their drive-thru is stupid. There's just like literally physically no room for cars there anymore. So I just heated up some chili and just like scooped and ate it with Doritos, and I was just like, I'm like kind of white trash ashamed of myself right now, but also I'll be damned if it's doing the job. Taco Bell is not real food, says my brother. Yeah, we've had that conversation. And you know what, I'm really not even gonna fight you about it. Maybe it's not, but it's a guilty pleasure of mine. I kind of like the fake Mexican food. Well, that's all I'm saying. TJ claims to be a Taco Bell fan too. Yeah, I mean, but mostly into the what are they? The nacho fries, those things. Yeah, she really likes those and like a couple of other things, but doesn't eat the meat there. Always says, Taco Bell's cheap and enjoyable, you just have to clear your schedule. So here's a fun fact about me. I have abused my own body chemistry so much that Taco Bell is one of the easier things for me to digest. I'm like an extremophile bacteria that learned to evolve and survive in like a tar pit. Like I really shouldn't even classify as a life form, yet somehow I get by. Where am I going? Yeah, I should probably keep going the way I was. I mean, not always. There's some noise in that data, but... it's a little hard to predict what will and won't cause me to enter the bathroom for many hours, but... it's like that episode of The Simpsons where Mr. Burns had every disease. That was one of the few, reminds me of one of only a few more modern Family Guy gags I liked, where, like, for a Halloween prank, they were trying to inject Quagmire with diseases. They like injected him with AIDS. He's like, man, I've had that for 30 years. Try again. Now, I think it was AIDS when he said, patient 0, try again. It's like, well, that's every known disease. Then he, like, flew to Africa and, like, picked up a disease that nobody had even named yet. Yeah, that's the sad reality of my life now. If I'm going out to eat somewhere, I kind of have to plan proximity to bathrooms. It's been a problem a couple of times. Hello, amoeba friends. I avoided you first time, but now I see that you just want to check me out and say, hello, ATV suit gunman. I'm a space floaty blob. Sometimes I color my weapons like you at Warframe. Oh, yep, that's true. Yep, I was trying to, I was hoping to achieve proximity to bathroom so I could die in peace, and, we got pulled over on the way there. That was... I don't know how I lived, but I did. Barely. What I'm trying to say is, if at all possible, keep your gallbladder inside you unless it, like, stops working and sucks. What in the hell's name? I am rather certain I don't like whatever I was just looking at. Let's not go in the water if we can. At least the gallbladder is removable, I guess. Yeah, apparently that problem can be hereditary too. I was like the last member of my family who still had a gallbladder. On the paternal side, that is. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh dear. Oh. You're like a sea barnacle? Yep, that's exactly what that is. Who's ever heard of a barnacle in the sea? That's ridiculous. Well, I mean, I guess the fall damage ones can't hurt me anymore. Drowny barnacles are another story. Oh, okay, stop that. Stop it. Stop it. Stop. Gotta remember, bug butt gun does not cost ammo. Thus may be used indefinitely. Well.
Our level is 100%.
Good. Good. I like the ocean, but I don't overwhelmingly love anything that lives in it. I like being near the ocean. I like smelling the ocean. Says who? Stop this. Put it out. Get to it. There we go. Well, it says, after almost dying in the ocean, I've had enough. I feel like one time I, like, brushed right up against a jellyfish and by some miracle of nature was not immediately murdered. Yeah, we did miss the ocean last time we were up there. Oh well. Anytime I end up in the New England area, I do my best to at least get a fish and chips dinner. Look at this. Hey, those are the guys that were blowing up Black Mesa. somebody sent this to me? Is that what happened? They are cool. Zen is cool. I am enjoying. That's also the island I originally appeared on in not Black Mesa. I see. Damn it, bugs. The story that like Mel Blanc or whoever he was like in a coma, like a legitimate no bullshit coma, and they kept saying things to him to try to wake him up. And the thing that finally woke him up was they dressed him in character as Bugs Bunny, and he answered that, and then he woke up like the next day. So I have to go under. Ooh. Yes, no, maybe. You'd expect a grenade to sink faster. Not explode at times, perhaps. Is it different explode? Just... Yeah, I guess they just don't like... Oh, hey, how's it going? You suck. Oh, jeez, hi. Boy, a younger me would have really hated these guys. Well, I mean, no, we know he did, in fact, but... Shrapnel from grenades can't travel very far with water resistance. True, but I wasn't counting on the shrapnel. I was counting on concussive exploding to set off the other explodes. These more water barnacles? Yes. They are many. I'm Gordon Freachman. Huh? Oh, great. The satchel charges float. Okay, great. Science. Can I fill up on the bugs too? Yeah, I have 15 of you. I don't know where I got you. I got one. Okay, so the grenades are crap underwater in general. We're learning. What else do I have that works underwater? Not much. I'll just swim real careful, like. There we go. No problem. Let's see if I can do... Uh-oh. Worth it. Oh yeah, while I'm thinking of it, it occurs to me that I'd never really explained that that creature from earlier in the game is not actually called Ripchunk. Yeah, it's actually called like the Gargantua or something. I believe it was Phoebe who coined Ripchunk. So I'm sure I rambled at some point that it was kind of an in-joke that up to 3 people on Earth would ever appreciate, but across the universe with all those ropes. But there's nothing out there. But there is a world in your dreams. I really am still just grooving on Zen. This is great. Arg! Why you... I feel like this music is not the very most appropriate for exploding people puppies, but I really enjoy it nevertheless. A little bit of ELO going on here, am I right? Just off the borders of your waking mind. Woo! Ellie says, shooting explosive objects is such a staple of video games, you'll never not be satisfied. Yeah, you know, I was thinking about that earlier. It's just like, why do so many places in video games just leave boxes and barrels of explosions everywhere? It's like, because explosions kick ass. End of story. I think I forgot to say to Cans I was, like, preparing to, but I forgot, like, you don't need, like, a suit module to long jump in the original Half-Life. You can just do the Mario 64 long jump whenever, I believe. The rig is not joined to the mesh. The model is 800 feet big. So there's like a tiny person-sized skeleton in the middle of this gigantic flopping mass of cloud strife. Which is the kind of phrase that will not really make much sense if you're watching this on YouTube. Maybe. There we go. Kent says, ran the tutorial to test the game for slobs and had to be given a long jump module, so okay, maybe you do. Yeah, you know what, maybe that does sound familiar now that I'm thinking of it. I must have done a bad remember. But yeah. Actually, the skeleton is sized with the rig, but there are so many bones! Yeah, I'd imagine so, yeah. I mean, consider how many moving parts there had to be for those cutscenes. Yeah, you know, I really don't know how my reception of that remake was, but except that, like, the characters, except Tifa, were all so very good. And Barrett especially, they did a fan-damn-tastic job on Barrett. Like, they did a good job of him as a badass, as a goofball, and as, like, a feeling person. You know, they really nailed his full range. I feel like we're getting close to something that feels like progression. We're on our way up a rather prominent landmass here.
100%.
Oh yeah, you know what? I'm supposed to be using my bug on those. Everyone contains a skeleton, Gordon! I know what a skeleton is! How you doing, bud? I can't take your noisy power cell out, sorry. I'm full. Why are people hating on Tifa? She's barely a character. I'm sorry, I've basically never empathized with Tifa. I think TechMate summarized it best when he said, like, her personality and, like, her backstory and motivation are all nose cloud. She barely emotes. Like, the most dramatic point in the game. Like, we could watch her Barbie face struggle to express some sort of emotion. Is she girl the character? Yeah, I believe that's the case, yeah, more or less. I mean, not quite as bad as, you know, female stereotypes the character, but not for lack of trying. I'm not saying I hated every single thing she ever said or did, I just really felt she was by far the least compelling character. She had little emotional range, just... I don't know, I feel like they selected, like, waifu personality A and, like, fighting game body A and called it a character. They did a good job on Aerith, though. I was surprised at how well they turned Aerith into a relatable, fun character. Which Ecobuns also apparently slightly disagrees with, but... yeah, still, I mean, Aerith isn't my favorite character, but like I said, she was at least passably human. Which was better than I expected. You know what? I'll give you a pass. You can go ahead and stab all of my children. That's fine. Somebody was doing good science. We were all real assholes at some point, trust me. Well, I mean, I can only speak for myself. Eco says, I mean, she's not god-awful, get rid of her, I mean, just, man, her voice actor is really good. Yeah, I suppose the voice actor carried a lot of what I'm talking about, yeah. I was honestly surprised at how human Cloud was in that remake. Like, Cloud, if anybody, must be very hard to characterize as a relatable human, but they did a good job of actually making him seem not just like edgelord McTough guy, but actually seem like a damaged person trying to feel again, you know what I mean? They actually nailed that central plot point. I don't know what just happened. I feel like a science tried to happen, but then blew up instead. Need more juice! Okay, we need, Tifa's new voice actor is 100% better than the old one. I wouldn't know. Going a little bit above my ceiling of fandom on that one. Ollie says, wait, was it Cloud supposed to seem like edgelord McTough? Not really. Like, I don't think that was their intent in, like, the original Final Fantasy VII. Now, apparently, if you're talking about Advent Children, then he just becomes Solid Snake. But, no, you know what, that's not fair. Solid Snake had some human traits, but... like, his edgelordiness gets played up a lot more than it was ever really intended to. Yeah, TechVane elaborates on what I was trying to say. He was always supposed to be a kind of damaged character. The issue is the Advent Children turned him into Edgelord Neo. Yeah, that's where he just started flying around and cutting fucking trains in half. Final Fantasy VII Remake. Which one of you wants power? Oh. Okay. Dude, That seems... that made a reaffirming sound, okay. Ken says it wasn't only Advent at that point, but yes. Sounds accurate. The point is, Final Fantasy VII Remake, one of its better traits was doing a good job on Cloud. Which, after all the damage that has been done to Cloud, is a good achievement, and I'm proud of them for it. But still, as I've already remarked, all about Barrett for me. They did such a good job on Barrett. I don't know what the hell I'm doing, but it's really cool. I love all this freaking alien-derived machinery that apparently Lambda team just splashed together. And then we're on the outside again. This is so fucking good. Everything that's going on is just so well done. Yeah. Ooh, alright. I expected more, but alright, it worked. Do I go... Alright. No? Reminds me of how in, like, the Nintendo Power Comics Link to the Past adaptation had, like, frag grenades that were, they just, like, grew on plants that were called fire corn. I thought that was actually a kind of fun way to fold that sort of thing in. That thing was freaking goofy, but usually it was goofy in fun ways, and some of the art was legit. Oh yeah, the bomb flowers too. Well, I feel like I'm... Aha. Whoa! There it goes. Boing. I think a cat just collided with my chair. Yep, here she is. Stop everything, it's cat time. Cat stream. Cat video game stream, man. Never mind. She's acting like she didn't actually want my attention. I know, I was passing through. No, she's still right there. She just does that. Where am I going? I feel like I'm going back this way. There's nowhere to go. I've been struggling a little less with navigation over here in Zen than I was in Black Mesa, which strikes me as slightly ironic. I just came from this way, didn't I? Yeah, then I bounced back up ways. Uh-huh. And then boing. Still need to jump through it. There was a... Oh, okay, so I need to go back to... Got it. Like I thought I was just turning that off and being on my way. No, is it not? Still need to jump through it. There was a lower platform and a higher one. So obviously we're not talking about right here. Back up. No, that's cool. Obviously, Oh, I see. Oh, derp. Yep, okay. Obviously, I'm fine with off-topic conversation as I stream. I think I saw, like, the dangly dead ropes, and I was just like, well, those aren't going to help me get across that pit. Yeah. You would be right there. Alright, alright. How about a quick save? I kind of appreciate you guys keep being engaged in conversation, even if it isn't strictly on topic. Yeah, I'm gonna need to get all these explodes out of the way. I need to find a safe explodey spot. I know not if there is one. Alright, what happens if I okay, so we have, keep you plugged in, maybe. Aha, I just need to all I need to is... Okay, I just have... Yeah, I need to blow this up. How to make safe spot, indeed. Hey. Oh. But. Ah. Well. No. No. Do you... Okay, let me think. Because I feel like if I set up from... Yeah, there's still... No. Wherever I go this way, I'm still next to explode. I mean, this is... Oh! Ah! Alright. There we go. I did a solve. Give. Nope. Green screen dirt. May come up. Release. Off sesame. This is the part where I'm missing something just very, very dumb, aren't I? Probably still need to break the crystal. Ew. Are you sure about that? I don't think that's what really happened. Alright. Sitting on top of an explosion. And then... took you. And I plugged. And I plugged. And... I don't know if it's strictly correct or not, but yeah, I'm just doing it. And then, how about if it just kind of... same sort of... Aha! Maybe not aha. I thought aha. I was wrong. Aha. Ah. Alright, okay. Had to make blow to explode the... and then, okay. Beep boop, robot fart. Grab the wrong chunk of alien pumpkin. Ah, good chunk. This sequence is really cool. Da 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 da. Alright, hold on here. Hey, elevators. Nap time in hell! I don't feel good about the decisions I've made. Ooh. You never been to the temple in Terraria before? No good. I passed the comedy test. I did it. I'm a real live comedy now. I'm ready for my mainstream success. I don't remember where the key is either. It's been a long time since I got that far into Terraria. Yeah, I guess that's the big game news item going on. Terraria dropped its last big fat update, and I tried to get into it, but I got dramatic and didn't really want to play anymore. Not in that order, really. But, I don't know. I thought I was ready to get into Terraria. I guess maybe not so much, really. Don't know why, just not feeling it. Large part of the problem is that I do pretty much everything in games like this at a different pace than everybody else does. Especially when everybody else, like me, has been through the game 15 times and is just ready to get to good stuff, and I'm just like, where do I build house? How do I make bed? I might get back into it with a much smaller player size. Maybe soon. I don't know. What am I missing? Yeah, I guess the other thing is, I don't know, I wasn't feeling especially, like, creatively I didn't see anything I really wanted to build in Terraria. Like, even when it came to the inspiration to actually build my house, if I wanted to just settle down and do that, I wasn't really inspired to do it. There we go. Up. There we go. Low ceiling threw me off. Am I... what have I... oh, I just turned off this gate that's right in front of me. I knew that. It is right around my wrapping up time, but... it started a few minutes late. It's fine. Let's see if I can get this done. And then end on a big fat cliffhanger, because I probably don't want to go through the portal yet. Okay. Yeah, I'm doing my best not to name people when I mentioned that I got a little frustrated with that Terraria server. You know what I'm trying to say. This just makes very little sense to me. Just create loop. Now you're powered. Okay, I've done that now. Do I do this again? Nope, these are dead. Do I... you know what? I've been using up all my grenades. How about if I just... there we go. Nothing. I'm probably nearing that time of night where I've been streaming for too long to flex my already rather anemic thinking muscles on such a task. What even are you? Why do you look like a big holographic button? What am I looking at? Yeah, what about crowbar? Main screen! Turn on! Morty! We gotta turn on the... Turn it on, Morty! We gotta do it! The big holographic butts are just big holographic butts. Alright, well, I mean... I don't need every holographic butt to have a purpose. So you're... I mean... Maybe this is too obvious. What's going on here? You... Do you? You... Oop. Is it perhaps that now that I've opened the door, I can... No, this is dumb. That doesn't make any sense, you are. I'm being stupid. And also full of crud. I mean, yeah, I fell down here, right? And then, yes. I'm not sure what I thought I was about to discover. I think you're missing a room somewhere? This is the one area of the puzzle where one of the chords is longer and one is shorter. What whence? You have fall down the hole. I fall down a lot. What a down the hole joke originated in friggin' Animaniacs, didn't it? Yeah, so we have like a... This is a pretty short chord. I could use this for the Tiny Toots. Yep, that was it. Good catch. Somehow I knew if I was incorrect about that, Monkey would be the one to set me straight. So yeah, we have a longer chord and a... I thought there was like some kid who was like hanging around with the... like the smoker voice squirrel lady who hated everyone. I mean, those things, they're not accepting any plug back in. Oh, yeah, I am missing a room. Try going back the way you came, slap nuts. It says, I still quote, hello, nurse. Supposedly they're working on like a reboot or at least some manner of like continuation of that show with the original voice cast. Aha! Yep, I was just not looking in a very obvious room. Oh, spit. Give. Hey. Think I need you in the other thing. Slappy's nephew. Yeah, I don't remember. Do I need you in a different thing, or is this fine? Maybe it's fine. No. What did I do? I broke it. I killed it. Think you need both chords? Ooh, that's... right, now that I have this open. Where is... Ah, good, Ollie, good. Yes. Good job, chat. We did it. Good on Monkey for mentioning the other room. Yeah, that took me an embarrassingly long time to noodle out. What is this way, if anything? It seems like a... Yeah, this is... Okay, no, I fell in this way. That's what happened there. Then elevator. Yeah, alright. Yep, I was gonna say, I bet you'd like to see what's on the other side of that spooky portal. Well, so would I, but I'm thinking that's a next episode privilege. Yeah. Hey, it's Captain Arlock. Thank you. Once again. It's going alright. I've been enjoying this here Black Mesa, but unfortunately you popped in right at the very last second. You know, all it says, you know, sure, let's celebrate, and we'll just go ahead and... We'll just... We did it! Science! Gordon died. The end. You know what? Maybe it's not a portal. I've made a big glowy ball, and I'm not 100% sure on exactly what the thing is. But apparently it's not something you jump into. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. You look familiar. Maybe it's not a portal yet. Ah, yeah, you know what? I'm remembering now that we had to push this button and it said, I now energizing the planet. I can't leave you on that bad of a cliffhanger. Alright, we've come all this far. All of this entire far. All of this many far that we've come. This is Gordon Freeman. How do I contain the meltdown? Maybe now it's a portal? Yep, technically says, now you jump into it. Alright. We'll at least get a glimpse of where we're going next time. Now we jump into my CPU's RGB fan. Let's see, how are we doing? We're still using only like a... what? Well, bad news for you, chat. We can't win. We are now... We're in this spooky fucking... You know where we are? I'll show you where we are. I just have to... Give me just a sec here. We're in Zen depths. Good joke, Zeor. Alright. That's certainly good, good Black Mesa progress for one night. Also, we got to see the Dream 17 jam game. And that recaps the stream. Step out of the cave and see if we recognize the area. Alright. Maybe we're not here yet. Yep. Alright, that's enough stepping for right now. That's a pretty cool looking waterfall, though. It's Subnautica! Oh, no shit! Leviathans! Alright. Yeah, it kinda made it sound like we still have like a lot of Zen left to go, so. Which again, I'm fine with because Zen has been gosh darn spectacular. Alrighty. I'm gonna go ahead and knock this off before I get any more embarrassing. Thanks as ever. For not even at the halfway point of first segment. Alrighty. Yep, as ever, I appreciate everybody who came by and watched and made chats and said words. and giggled at farts, and made Dream 17 Game Jam games, and subscribed, and complimented my voice, and robots. And not spending most of it at 10 HP. It's nothing, again, I'm on normal / easy-ish difficulty, so, I mean, take that for what it's worth. But anyway, yep, thanks for watching. See you on Thursday, more of the same. Keep going through Zen. You know what? We missed you too. Alright. See you guys soon. Zeor time, save Zeor channel, Zeor TV. Farty sounds, etc. Okay, bye.